And welcome back to the channel, Survivors. Today we're going to be diving back into Nightingale. I'm going to show you guys two game-breaking exploits that players can utilize to their advantage right now. All of these, at the time of recording this video, are still currently actively working. Now, if you're watching this video, months or weeks or, anything ahead in the future, these might be fixed, unfortunately, but at the current time of recording this video, they are currently working, so use and abuse them while you still can. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe here on the channel as I do make daily videos for a variety of survival games. Additionally, follow me over on Twitch utilizing the link down below in the description to stay up to date and catch some of my live streams diving in and playing these survival crafting games. Alrighty, so diving right in here to Nightingale, let's talk about your very first exploit that you guys can use and abuse, at least until they patch it. If you guys have finished through all the tutorial, you'll eventually have to pick between one of the three biomes, and then from there you will land in your starter realm. Going through the quest here beyond the tutorial will eventually lead you to your very first temple boss, or boss that you have to beat in the game. Well, before you enter in, you'll have to talk to this lovely NPC here, potentially repair all of these items and get your, first follower. On top of that here, you'll also meet your very first essence trader. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the exploit. If we go ahead and talk to the trader here, I'm going to show you guys a exploit that is still working right now that you guys can utilize to your advantage. So to start doing this, you're going to need a little bit of essence. More the merrier, of course, but in the very bottom option, you have the item consumable potion. From here, you can see we can buy a water bottle for 10 essence. So if we take a look at my inventory, you can see I've got currently no water bottles in here. This is just oil, but I have 0 water bottles. Let's go ahead and talk back to Ivan here, and at the very bottom, if we see the water bottles, we're going to buy a couple of these. We're going to buy, actually, we'll just buy one. If we buy the first one, you can see it cost us 10 essence in order to purchase it. We open up our inventory, and now you can see we have, guess what? Not 1, but 4 water bottles. If I right-click on this and I hit extract, you can see doing so will give us 40 essence. So essentially, we're spending 10 essence to get 40 essence. So therefore, we have a 30 essence profit. Now, this is going to be where the exploit comes in. If you guys talk to him, you can buy this water bottle unlimited amount of times. You can see my essence number going down in the bottom left-hand side, the 5,400 number. You literally can just rinse and repeat and do this over and over and over and over and over again, and all of these water bottles will just stack up into your inventory, and this is a really easy way. Look at this, 160. This is a really easy way for you to just insanely stack up infinite amount of essence. You can see now we currently have 6,765, and it took me little to no time to get this essence. Now, it's worth noting here that in the guidebook, if you take a look at the other traders, the other ones beyond this one, unfortunately, do actually require the next tier of essence to start buying additional items from their shop. Nevertheless, you can easily reset this biome over and over utilizing your potions and just buy all of these items up, including all of the tier 1 resources. You can buy wood bundles, bones, plant fibers, sticks, hide, meat, you name it. You essentially don't really have to do the first part of the game. You could literally just do this exploit to get as many essence as you possibly can, so then you can just buy all of the resources that you want. Anyways, I know it just kind of breaks the game, and I would imagine that at some point in the future, this will be changed and fixed. So just use and abuse it while you can, because I would imagine that they're not going to go back and, delete everybody's essence that they've already currently stacked up. So go ahead and, stack up as much as you possibly can to your heart's content so that you guys are, safe well into the future. Now, diving into the second exploit, and that relates to the quest requiring a certain power level. Earlier on in the game, according to if you got the Twitch drops or not, you will hit some quests that require you to achieve a certain gear score. If you take a look at the inventory here, you can see my current gear score is sitting at 66. Well, this number is basically determined by all of the little, power icons you see in the top left-hand side of each piece of gear. Not only all of the gear that you're wearing, but even the weapons that you're currently using. All of these will have an effect on your overall gear score. You can see the current weapon that I'm holding is 72. If I had a weapon, for instance, that was, 40, that would change it. So if I go ahead and show you, I equipped it here, you can see my gear score went from 66 down to 50. So obviously the item that you have in hand will make a massive difference. Well, there's actually a trick to not having to achieve whatever that prerequisite is is for that quest. As you can see in my example, I required a higher gear score, and technically I only have a gear score of 66. So how do I do it? Well, there's actually an exploit here. If you go ahead and pull out the umbrella and you pull out, I think, any one-handed weapon, but for this example, we're going to go ahead and pull out the knife. You hold the knife in one hand, the umbrella in the other hand. So what you're going to actually do is go ahead and do a double jump, which is technically holding onto your umbrella, and then you're going to right-click on the mouse or on a controller, whatever button it is, to actually lunge your character. By doing this simultaneously will actually act as if you're equipping all three items, and will then just naturally increase your overall gear score higher than what the prerequisite is, and then go ahead and advancing you through the quest line to allow you to continue progression. And as I mentioned before, if you guys are watching this into the future, I 100% expect this to be patched, as it does break the way the game is actually intended to play. You're supposed to be upgrading your gear at an upgrading bench, and then just constantly slowly progressing towards whatever the next requirement is for you to do in the quest line. So because this does give you the ability to actually skip it, it is going to be something that will be patched. But hey, for the time being, if you guys are looking to progress or just simply see what the next challenge is, whether that being a boss, you name it, then definitely use and abuse it to your advantage. And with that being said, that wraps up our video for you all today. Unfortunately, my camera is not working for me to close out the video properly, as I always do. But nevertheless, you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything survival games and beyond. With that being said, don't forget I do have a Discord community of almost 7,000 members. If you guys are looking to become part of that community, I do have several different community servers for various survival games. If you're looking to join up one of those, you can do so by utilizing the link down below in the description. With that being said, though, guys, as always, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all on the next one.